So, big blessings to all of you out there. I gotten a question recently that has come around several times, and I haven't spent really any time on this about meditation, but it's a really important piece, especially if this happens for you. Is what is Kundalini? So, Kundalini is the power of the universe. It's the power within you. It's the power within everything. It's the energy that makes anything move and awaken and create. It's the creative force of life, of consciousness. And most of us have no clue about Kundalini, have no clue about the word Kundalini, have no clue about the energy Kundalini. We just kind of go on about our day. So for most of us, even though it's partial, it's for most of us, it's dormant. Kundalini is a dormant, meaning it's still awake in the sense that it is moving all of your bodily functions. Hi, Anna Christina. It's moving all of your bodily functions, but it's not. You're not conscious of it, and it's not awake to assist you in your awakening process. So for most of us, it lies dormant at the base of the spine, and we don't have anything more go on with it, even if we're meditating and doing yoga. But it is possible that Kundalini can be awakened. And if it does, as Ramakrishna, one of the most famous saints of India, would say, that the spiritual path, everything prior to Kundalini awakening is preparation for your spiritual path, for the awakening path. It's all the spiritual path. But what he's really speaking about is you're on the final lap when your Kundalini awakens and you recognize the value of it. So what Kundalini can do once it's awakened, it can start to move spontaneously through you to clear all of the nadis in your system, which are the energy centers, clear all the karmas from this life, past lives, and start to open the, not just start to open, but actually completely open the door to cleaning house inside so you can fully awaken. So what does fully awaken mean? That means that we can actually remember who we truly are. Most of us are walking around, I use the example, awakening to who you truly are. I now use the example Tesla. So you're a Tesla car when you're fully awakened. It's full, you're fully here, fully present, fully in recognition of the truth of who you are, the truth of the universe. You're in union with all that is. And it can be, that enlightened state can be a permanent recognition, realization, remembering. Because we all are in this state, or we all have that Tesla or Maserati within us, but we've forgotten and we've identified with the car cover. So we've identified with the cover over the car rather than identifying with the truth of who we are. We've identified with the car cover rather than the Tesla. And so as long as we're identifying with the car cover, the Tesla's still underneath, but we don't recognize that the Tesla's there. We just see this car cover. And so we keep identifying with that. So the process of awakening the Kundalini and bringing it home is really taking it from it doing its process to clear out all the nadis, clear out all the karmas, so then the Kundalini energy can actually move up the central channel of the spine, which it's not actually the spine, but the energetic of that, the central channel, and move all the way up to the Brahmarandra, which we think the crown chakra, many people say the crown chakra is here, but it's actually above. So the Brahmarandra is that gateway to the crown chakra. So as the cleaning occurs and the deepening occurs and the opening occurs, the Kundalini, and we are participating with the Kundalini rather than working against it, eventually the Kundalini energy will take you all the way back home to your true realization. The car cover comes off. You use the car cover when you need it, but you're not identified with it. All of a sudden you realize and live being the Tesla. You live being the truth of who you truly are. So Kundalini, how do we awaken it, is the other question that I'll complete with in this talk. We awaken it, it either happens spontaneously. Sometimes it happens to people who are not meditating, not doing anything. It just awakens. So it happens, quote unquote, by chance. A lot of people have it awakened through different practices of yoga, through different movements, mudras, breath exercises, pranayamas. and one way or another the energy awakens. And often what many will say is that's forcing the Kundalini awake, which can be a dangerous path, especially if you don't know how to work with it and you're not working with a master of Kundalini. The other way is to receive Diksha or a blessing Shaktipat. Shaktipat is a specific way that the energy transfers from either an adept yogi who's been empowered to give Shaktipat, or a master who's received that siddhi, where literally the energy, your Kundalini energy, can awaken in a moment. And when that happens, spontaneous movements can happen through the body, like the hands can swing, the head can go back, the tongue can go out like a Kali tongue. And there's so many different ways: tears, laughter, anger, rage. All of these things can spontaneously flow through without you doing it, or without you actually creating a story with it. So you can actually experience sadness or laughter without having a story or an experience of something making you laugh or making you cry. It's spontaneously coming out. And these are all processes of clearing and cleaning the way so the Kundalini can rise up the central channel. So this is a little window into the beginning of Kundalini, and let me just complete with why it would be valuable to have a teacher who could support you in awakening your energy, who's really an adept, either master or able yogi who could support you in that process. This is the way home. This is the way out of suffering into unity. And many will say this is a gentle path and probably the quickest path to that awakening, because you have the divine energy of the universe working inside you, doing exactly what you need, what support you need to awaken. And then you have a guide, a support system, a teacher, a guru, who's supporting you in moving more towards that energy, and how to live in a way, think in a way, be in a way that actually supports you in courting and supporting that energy in its full remembering inside. Or let me rephrase that: awakening that full remembering inside of you, because it's there. The truth of who you are is right inside of you. The beauty of who you are, the God in you, is always inside of you. So all we have to do is reconnect to that truth, and the Kundalini energy supports you in living that and awakening that more and more in you each day. So as one yogi would say, Dhyan Yogi, my guru's guru would say, the body is like an apartment and the lease is running out. So it's not to create fear, but a recognition that we only have so much time in this body, on this earth, this time. So why not take advantage of it? Like, move towards the truth of who you are now. So I'm inviting you on the path of awakening, and if there's a doorway of Kundalini opening or awakening within you, please reach out. I'll be happy to support you in balancing that energy and supporting you in the deeper awakening of that, and can also guide you to resources as well as places where you can actually receive Shaktipat to either awaken the energy or take it higher, meaning taking it into a higher level of awareness and awakening in you. All right, so many blessings. I hope this is of service to you, and look forward to communing with you soon.